Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So excited today because we're playing with Pat McGrath and we're discussing the new launch. I pulled out all the holiday launches. I have the other two down here. And I'll say the bigger palette, I've got the thing right here, is like a mixture of all these put together. Like, I really think I could almost recreate the palette using just really these three. Maybe I'd have to pull the one in for that purple, but just just saying. Now, if you never bought anything, again, I feel like these holiday launches are for people that have never purchased anything from Pat McGrath, and it's like a taste test. But the thing with Pat McGrath is that we want those special shades. Like if you have her stuff, it's her special shades that are amazing. Like that is what she's known for. And we're not getting that in the bigger palette. Now I don't know about these smaller ones. These smaller ones have got me intrigued on what they are. That's new. And then the 5 pans, of course, we've had the 5 pans before. And the one's pretty basic. I'm not gonna lie, I do like them. I like the whole collection as far as like color stories and stuff, but I do like one of the 5 pans. Question remains, what do you get? What can you skip on? And do you need it? Is it valuable? I don't know. Only you can answer that. For today, we are going to play with this one here. This one is the second one she launched. So the first one she launched was this one, which was kind of like repeat shades as part of the Star Wars added, and then she added, I think, 6 new shades in this that was never in another palette. So there's that. Am I right on that? Yeah, I think I'm right on that. Then she launched this one, and this is the one we'll be playing with today. And if I had to guess, this one here is the one that looks the most like it, to be fair. Not exact, but somewhat like it. You can kind of get the same feels, I guess you could say. This one is the third one. And then last year she came out with the ones that have the blushes in them. I'm not pulling them out. But today we're going to be working with the Celestial Odyssey one. And I will say, I do like these. I do. But let's be honest. Let's get started first. Let's start with what's on my face. So for foundation today, I am wearing my Dior. I pulled out my Dior Skin Glow in 2.5. For concealer, I'm wearing Dior in 1.5N. I set under the eyes with the Becca brightening powder this time. I did the correct one this time. The under eye brightening setting powder. This one here. Then I set the rest of the face with my Pat McGrath powder. I'm trying to find where I put it all because I have no idea where I set it all. But it's the powder. It's her setting powder. And then for bronzer, I'm wearing Desert Glow by Pat McGrath. I'm wearing the Venetian Sunrise. I really do like these blushes. I don't know how well they went across. But, I mean, not only are they gorgeous looking, they're just fun to play with. So I'm wearing that for blush. And then the highlighter is Lunar Allure. And I'll show the bronzer too. The bronzer, like I said, was Desert Glow. So that is what is on my face. Most of it. Alright. And then for lips, I'm wearing the MAC Whirl Lip Liner with Pat McGrath's lipstick in Divine Rose. I do like her mattes, and there is a set in here of matte lipsticks. I like her glosses too. if you've never tried, again, if you've never tried Pat McGrath, this is the way to go about it, okay? You're getting a sampler, like at a restaurant. So I do understand it, and I guess at Christmas, that's what it's all about. You're buying stuff like this as to sample it, so I do understand what's behind it. This bra is driving me insane. I hate it. FYI. Anyway, so I do get it, but where does it come in for the ones that have been purchasing all of our stuff all these years? Like, what are we getting, And I think that's where the two pan come in, to be fair. But let's get started with this. The first shade we're going to go into, I can't read the back of this to know what the names are. I can try to guess. I believe it's Sunrose Amber, I believe. But it's this one here I want to go into. And, like, they are pigmented, okay? Her mats are pigmented. Like, for real, for real. They're not always easy to use. So please know all this. Like, before you start buying and spending all your money, they're not that easy to use. I would say if you have natural hair brushes, that's your best route on using them. I'm right now using my Natasha Denona, and I'm fine with that. But generally speaking, like, I'm not really like trying to make something. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I'm going to work, but like, I'm not, like, if it's a special day or something, or you're going out and like you want to use brushes that's going to work with this shadow, so you're not having issues. But they do blend fine, but again, go with natural hair and you'll not have as much problems. And like I said, I like all these palettes. I do. I really, really do. And like, I kind of like the palettes from last year with the blushes in them. It was different, and I like her blushes. So it was kind of like a win-win for me personally. But I guess it didn't go over all that well, Like, I love her blush and bronzer and highlighter formula in the powder form. I really do. Now, I've not really tried too much of her cream products. I do have some cream blushes of hers, the stick, but not gonna lie, I've never really messed with them. I may have played with them once, but that's about it. But I don't play with cream often, so take that with a grain of salt. But as far as the bigger palette, like, yeah, there's subtle differences between that and all the other ones. But I don't think it's something like so special, so unique. You know what I mean? We're going to take the shade Saturn Sunset now. I hope I'm reading these right. Which is this shade right here, this dark brown. And this is where the problems lie, is with these darker shades. You really want to go in with light hand. You see how dark that is? And it is hard to blend. I'm not going to lie, because I'm not using natural hair brushes. Can I get it? Yeah. But am I going to have to sit here and mess with it for a little bit? I am. Is that okay for me? Yes, but maybe not for every day. You know what I mean? I have time right now, so it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, so as far as like what is launched, the two shadows, those have kind of got me intrigued, only because I'm wondering what those are. Are those her special shades or not? But at the same time, her special shades usually has the word Blitz in them, right? And I don't believe they have that word in them. Yeah. Nope, they do. Astral Neor. So I'm going to guess maybe that one might be special shades. But I don't know. But I would like to know. Because if it's got her special shades, then I guess that's the one I was going to get. I'm going to get. But to be fair, the one I would use the most would probably be the more pinky one, to be fair. Like, if I'm being honest with myself, I'll never really go for a black, smoky look, you know? And the green, we all know how I feel about green. I just can't make that work for me. It's hardly, I can't. I've tried. But I will say that at least it's something different, you know? So I'm hoping it's something cool that the shadows, the formula is cool in it since it is so different. But who really knows, you know? I'm going to take that same dark shade under the lower lash line here. Actually, I'm going to get a different brush because that one I'm going to make a mess of. We can all see that one coming. So I'm thinking, like, technically, I could probably pass on the bigger palette. Will I? Do I have to answer that? I mean, if I have to, I will. No, I'm not passing on it. But could I? Yes. I feel like I could get the same looks using the palettes I already have. For sure. Now, the 5 pans. We have like a neutral one and a purpley one. And I feel like I really am drawn to the purpley one. I don't know why. Because it's like a pink, purple. I don't know what that is really. It's just really pretty. But I really like that one. And I feel like I might get a little bit used to that. Not as much as I would the neutral. Now, do I need either one of them? No, probably not. Will I buy them both? Probably. Then the 2 pans, like I said, definitely looking at those. And to be fair, I'm picking up on this whole collection except for the lip products because none of them's new as far as shades go. And we're going to go into the shade Galactic Glow and put it on the lid. This one right here. I did get a little bit of fallout with this shade, but I didn't lay anything down. And if I laid her thing down, I wouldn't have got any. But I'm lazy and I don't care. But if you care, put something down, spray it, use your finger or something. Anyway, they're not new shades, the lip products, and I have so many of her lip products, as you can see behind me, that I don't need those. I will say that she does have a very nice, comfortable matte formula, and her lip glosses are wonderful. And I do think that that's a decent deal. Now, don't get me wrong, those lipsticks and lip glosses are teeny tiny. For real. But it's enough for you to see if you're going to like the formula. And color. So, there's that. Now I'm going to go into the shade. Wait. I think the shade I just put on my lid. Well, maybe. I think I'm reading this wrong. Alright, Heavenly Body, maybe. I don't know is the shade I'm putting on now. This one right here. I'm glad I'm pointing at them so you know. Because I don't think I'm reading the back of this right at all. Just FYI. But I never do. I never know how to read those things when they're like that. But you can see, even her regular metallic formula, like, I mean, you're going to see it, okay? So it's not like I don't like it. It's just I like those sparkly shades, the, special shades. A lot more. Alright. We're going to brush away any fallout because I can feel it in my lashes. Alright. Then I'm going to take that dark brown that I just used in the outer corner here, and we are going to line the lash line, top and bottom. So what do you all think of it? Are you getting any of it? Are you passing, waiting for a sale, waiting for reviews? Like, well, what's your thought processes on this? I don't see it selling out. Like, I've not seen that in a long time from bigger brands, like things selling out. So I don't think we have to worry about that necessarily. But I am curious what you all are thinking. And if you could only choose like one, what would it be that you would get? Because I don't know. Again, this year, these launches just, I don't know. And I love makeup, so it's not like I've fallen out of love with it or anything like that. Because there are some that's caught my eye, or at least made me look twice at it. But so far, it's like none of them's really like tugging on my heartstrings. Like, oh, I need that. I've never seen anything like that. Or that color story's so unique. None of that. So, I don't know. I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Dark Star for the mascara. I'm just... And I kind of knew this was the route... Well, actually, I did not know this was the route she was going to go. I knew the 5-pan palette, sure, because I think she did that last year, too, to be fair. Along with the palettes that had eyeshadow and blushes. And I'd have to say those must have not have went well, or she wouldn't have went back to previous year's palettes, right? We would have to assume. But again, I don't know. And again, the packaging is cardboard. It doesn't feel very luxe. The artwork is cute, sure. But you're not going to pick it up and, you know, feel fancy, I guess, in a way. Because I think packaging does play a role in my choices anyway in makeup. I'm not knocking anything down. I do like this mascara, the Dark Star. In case anybody's wondering, like, that's a good product from the brand. Blushes, bronzers, highlighters, all those are good. And she did launch a Mothership palette. What's going on with that? I mean, granted, we still have months to go before the year's over, but I'm wondering if she is. Which, I mean, she can always skip a year. It ain't gonna hurt anything, you know? Or mix it up. I'm just gonna use the same on the lower lashes. And just barely putting anything on them. I do have to go to work later. Probably could tell I'm wearing a purple shirt. I mean, I always wear purple and pink though, so really, I mean, that's not a shocker, but there we go. Here's the thing. I know me and my love for the brand, right? So I know I'm picking it all up, but the lip and the glosses. Unless there's some sort of bundle deal with it all to where it's like you can't say no. Because I don't need them. But what I will say is if you're just sticking your toe in, it is a good formula if you wanted to try it. I think you would like it. I would suggest, I mean, you could buy the bigger palette if you wanted to, but if you just wanted to test, I would go for the 5 pans. Either one of them, just pick one. I'd probably go for the more neutral one, just because I feel like you might use it more. But at the same time, I don't consider Pat McGrath an everyday for eyeshadows. I don't consider her an everyday eyeshadow look. You know what I mean? Like Natasha Denona, that's who I consider everyday. Pat McGrath is fun. It's if you're wanting to do something artistic, if you're in front of lights and stuff, if you're on stage, because that's where her shadows perform the best. Light hitting off of it and bouncing and the, just the sparkle and shine of it all is how I think of Pat McGrath. So I don't necessarily think of it every day. Can it be? Absolutely. But that's not necessarily where like my mind first goes. So for fun, I would say, yeah, your bigger palette's going to give you more fun. And as far as those duos, I just don't know. And here's the thing, will they be in store for us to even see, to touch? Like the rest of the shadows, we know what they're kind of going to be. If it's the same formula as previous, we know what it's going to be. But the duos we've never seen before, so we don't know. And if it is the same formula that's in eyeshadow palettes we have like this, or even the 5 pans, I don't know if you need it. And because I know these shades are in other palettes. Maybe not the green one. No, that green one's gotta be somewhere. So I'm kind of like, I'm not lost for what I'm going to buy because I know what I'm going to buy. Everything. But the 2 lip things. But I am lost on what to say for what to skip on and what not, and what is best for who. Yeah, see, that purple palette has just got me. That's beautiful. The 5 pan purple palette. Oh, okay, I do see one swatch of the duos. See, I mean, are there special shades? Because to me, they just look like metallics. Huh. Although the golden green is cute. It is pretty. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think I should do? Buy the big palette, 1 5 pan, and maybe one of the 2? That would save me a little bit of money, probably. And I would say I'd go with the purple one because it's a little less everyday, like something I don't already have. But the neutral palette is really, really pretty. I mean, those metallics are really popping too. So I just don't know. I don't know. Y'all let me know because, again, I'm at a loss in what to do there. Oh, here's the Pat McGrath powder that I used. It's in light medium 2. I found it. I feel like I'm gonna buy it all just so that I can show you all. But I'm a fool and I'm not smart with my money. You be smart. I don't think we need it all. I'm not gonna lie. So that's where I'll leave it. But yeah, if you like this look, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day by Sunday. Fingers crossed. I am trying to push myself to get it done. Whether I do or don't, up for debate. I don't know. What I will say also is that, if it is the same formula that's in these palettes, the bigger palettes, it is a nice formula. There's no denying that either. As you can clearly see it in action. And if I can create a look, anybody can. Let me be honest there, okay? And I think I think it's pretty. I think it doesn't necessarily match what I'm wearing, which is unusual because you know how I like to do that. But it's still pretty. And it matches enough. I'm trying to really, like I said, the blending is where the downfall is. Unless you're wearing, I should have used my rougher brushes, and that's on me. I know that. But anyway, yeah. So ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I think I've said all that. I said thumbs up. So I guess have a great week, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.